So if the car in front of you buys your stuff, do you have to pay it forward, or is it okay just to enjoy the generosity? This woman says, it's been 2 times now that I've gone through the drive-thru with my friend when the car in front of her bought her order. Both times she didn't pay it forward. She says she has no obligation to buy their stuff. I think it's mean of her not to, but she argues that she doesn't want to pay more for the car behind her than what she would have paid for hers. Should she be paying it forward, or is she right? Now, I personally think that you gotta pay it forward, but I kind of get the idea, like if you're going through a drive-thru, and let's say it's just you and her, and you're buying her order, and the car behind you has like 8 kids, and you're getting Happy Meals for all of them. It doesn't seem very fair because you're paying a ton of money now for this other person. But then again, you don't want to break the chain if other people have been generous, passing it down the line. So what do you do?
This has actually happened to me, and the order behind me was more, but I believe you should always pay it forward because there could be a time where your order is more than the person in front of you when they do the same thing.
So what would you tell your friend who has a strong feeling that you don't need to buy the person's stuff behind you?
Stop being cheap. You can't take it with you when you leave.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, how much is it going to be? I mean, obviously $10 isn't like a small amount of money, so you might as well do it because it's just the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Judy and Manans, what do you think?
You know what? The pay it forward thing, that's like a personal thing. That's, if you want to do that, do it. Mm-hmm. If you don't. It shouldn't be an expected thing.
Joanna in Amsterdam, what do you think?
There's more ways that you can pay it forward than actually paying, watching somebody's dog for free, or so many ways you can pay it forward. So maybe she has that conversation of, hey, you could pay it forward, come up with another idea on how this person could, rather than the money, because it seems like maybe she's not making wise decisions with her money, and that's why she's being so stingy and paying it forward and is like, yes, I got 2 free meals in the drive-thru. So maybe paying it forward with her time and a skill that she has could be another way that she could pay it forward.
Jesse in Pattersonville, what do you think?
I would have paid for it myself. She was in the car with her, right? She's picking on her friend about not doing nothing, but she didn't do anything about it either.
That's true. Instead of talking and complaining and writing in, you just step up and do it yourself.
Yeah, so she's guilty by association now.
She might guilt her friend as well, because her friend might be like, well, now I feel kind of like crap. The fact that you just bought, the person behind me's order instead of me doing it when I should have done it.
Right, exactly.
Tiffany and Melrose, what do you think?
So I am one that fully believes you should pay it forward. I've done it myself. I've even started the chain. I really like making the other person's day better. Just having somebody do that is great. But at the end of the day, she's not really obligated to do it. If she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to. But she can always ask, how much is the person behind me's order? And she can make a decision then. If I'm only going to spend $5 on my order, I wouldn't want to spend $30 on somebody else.
Now take a look at what you have to say up on Facebook. Katie says, oh, here we go. No, she should not have to pay it forward to the car behind her because that would totally contradict the nice act of the person who paid it forward in front of her. It just becomes a bunch of nonsense and probably very annoying to the cashier. If you want to do a nice deed, then I encourage you to do so, but let's not do those long chains of pay it forwards because essentially you're just paying someone else's bill. Ruth says, with that attitude and knowing how you feel, how can you be friends with someone like that? No, she is under no obligation to pay for the next person, but karma is a biatch, and one day when she needs it, no one's gonna help her. And finally, Belle says, I'm always afraid I'll have to pay it forward to a van full of people ordering breakfast when I just get a $2 coffee. That is a real pressure situation. So what do you think? Let us know by leaving a message below. And in the meantime, you can check out more videos, subscribe for the latest ones every Monday through Thursday, and connect with me on social media at OnAirPete everywhere.